computer. Thank you. I know that. So, for everybody who is here on the Zoom, I am going to keep trying to put it on Facebook as we go along. But for everybody who is here, welcome to Any Sunday Songwriters. My guests today are Simon Evans, who is right beside me on this screen, and I'm so happy to have him. He comes to us from Bellingham, Washington, previously from somewhere in Australia, south of New South Wales.
Thank you.
And Simon, why don't you go ahead and tell us a little about yourself and sing us a song?
Okay, thank you, Jan. It's wonderful to be here. My name's Simon Llewelyn Evans, and yes, I'm from a town called Geelong, which is a 40-minute drive south of Melbourne, Australia, in the state of Victoria. I've been here in the Pacific Northwest, the upper left corner of America, for some time. We've been here for 3 years now and call this place home. We're very fortunate to call this place home now. And Jan invited me to play today, so just very happy to be here. It's wonderful to be here, and get down to business and play a song for you. This is a song called New Chapter. It was written when we first moved to this part of the world, and we were up in Alaska visiting our friends there, and we came by way of this town, and this song was written whilst in Alaska preparing to make the move here, and it's on my last album. It's the first song on that album, so I like to open any performance with it. Seems fitting. New Chapter. Came up by the sea, my lady and me. We're dancing, remembering. Most every single morning, while the world is still dawning, I go outside to sing. We're naked again. We're naked again. And the fireweed beneath the aspen trees, and the hesitation of an eagle has me slowed right down to a low, low sound, like a colored roadside flower or thistle. We've been waiting for the rain to come. We've been saving ourselves to dance to this rhythm, and it's starting to feel like we're coming home. I wanna fall right down inside our door, and I'll store all my memories to come. come when we stole away, we stole ourselves to come home.
That was lovely.
Thank you.
Keep forgetting I'm muted. So I'm going to do something not quite as soft and pretty,
Okay.
but it's a one-off. I don't have anything else like it. In fact, when I was writing it, my daughter came out and she said, "What is that?" And I said, "I don't know." So
Okay.
where are all the Gretas and Marlenas and all the Mae Wests? Where are they? No one tells the boys, come up and see me sometime. That's all out of style nowadays. But I still long for old-time steamy romance, satin gowns and stockings with seams, and men that wear trench coats and fedora hats. I wish they'd bring that all back, 'cause I wanna be a femme fatale. I wanna be a vamp. I wanna whistle like Bacall and have 'em all eating from my hand. They'd put me on a pedestal, competing for my glance. I wanna be a femme fatale. I wanna be a vamp. Though I am a liberated woman, sometimes I'd prefer to be a tease. And when I see those starlets with eyes come hither soft, I can pull that off, it seems to me. See? And men would buy me clothes and bring me jewelry and open doors and pull me out a seat, and then stand by politely until I'd sit, enjoy my sparkling wit, a little risque repartee with a femme fatale. I wanna be a vamp. I wanna be the party doll that upsets all their other plans. I know it isn't fashionable, but it's so elegant. I wanna be a femme fatale. I wanna be a vamp. Dietrich and Davis, they had it made. Mansfield and Monroe, hey, where'd they all go? Well, the women we admire now in the movies are all doctors and lawyers and chiefs. They don't flutter their lashes or swing their hips. They don't pout their lips or sit on anyone's knee. And if they're in some older profession, they've all been reformed by Act 3. They've given up their cigarettes and champagne. I guess we've come a long way, but I sure miss the day of the femme fatale. I wanna be a vamp. I wanna give the boys the eye, call them all my honey lamb. I'd have them all in a spell, I'd have them in a trance. If I was a femme fatale, I would be sensational. I wanna be a vamp. Thank you.
Lovely.
So, thanks. Gee, what could have happened to Jerome?
I guess we need to say something on his behalf to the listeners who have
Yes.
tuned in today.
Hi, Harry. So, here's the thing, and I know some of you will still not want to do it even after I say this. It's more fun to sing to other people, so if you could find a way to uncloak, because if you remain tucked away behind your turned off video, we can't see you at all. It's hard to even tell you're here. So I'd be grateful. And I understand if you don't want to do it, you're not persona non grata, but I would love to have faces, your faces, to sing to. We are missing one member of this set. We're not clear on why. It may be that he didn't understand the time factor because I'm in a different zone. But
I do hope he's okay.
Yeah, I hope so too. But we'll just soldier on until he arrives. So,
would you like me to play another
Simon,
song?
Yes.
Okay. How about that? How about we play another song?
How about that?
Okay, I'll be happy to. This next one is also off the... Well, okay, we're going to do something different, I think. This is a new song that I've written. It's slated to be on my next album. This is a song called Silver Dream. Silver Dream. And it was written one night, as some songs are. They write themselves in a way. The odd song just comes along and you can hear it and you need to get it down quickly. Otherwise it'll find somebody else that is ready to take it on, I think. The spirit of the song comes knocking sometimes, and you got to be listening. And so I was listening this night and I caught it by the tail and pulled it back. So this is Silver Dream. Could not hear over the sound of the fire, my ears were ringing. I could not see, for the words I was calling out were never there. But I always change. Could not see for the roll of the valley and my silver dream. I could not see for the roll of the valley and my silver dream. One day I will know my way on high, and I will remain. And I do know my heart, and I know how to lay all to waste. I could not see over the sound of the fire, my ears were ringing. I could not see for the roll of the valley and my silver dream. One day I will know my way on high, I will remain.
That's just beautiful. What a gift.
Thank you.
Yeah, I've had one show up in the middle of the night too. And one of the things I have learned about it is get your head off the pillow right now or that song's going elsewhere.
That's where Voice Memos app is good on the iPhone or the whatever.
Yeah. But I've noticed if you write it down the bit that you got, that you get more.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
I have this
joke.
theory that there's, you know how Stephen Hawking talks about there's 26 dimensions? One of them is where songs come from.
Is it really?
That's my theory.
I don't know much about Stephen Hawking, but that's nice to hear.
Yeah, so I don't know that he ever said that. That's just my take on it, is that you reach into that other dimension and, oh, isn't that nice?
I was talking with my wife this morning because I did not sleep as much as I would have liked to last night, and or this morning, shall I say. And she asked, are you going to be all right for the show? And I said, I don't think I'm worried about it because music comes from another place. Yeah. It really does. And I've seen that with people with Alzheimer's and Parkinson's who don't know my name when I walk in the hospital room to play them some songs. One lady that we did that with consistently, a friend of mine in Australia, his mother, as she was nearing the end of her life, and she didn't know my name every time I walked in the place, because of what she was going through. But as soon as I played a song by the Beatles or whatever, she was right there. Hey Jude.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So yeah,
and the fact is,
it comes
we know
from another place.
So little about how the brain works. Yeah. I mean, I tell my piano students this all the time. You can look over there, and when it's time to make your hand swing to the right note, if you've looked at it before that, your hand will go to the right place, and it sounds like Cloud Cuckoo Land, but it's not. And that's because we know really very little about how your brain works.
That's right. We could stay up all night talking about that.
Oh, we could, indeed. So I think...
Is it your turn?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm tempted to do one that came to me in a dream, but I'll forbear for the moment and do this instead. Used to think life was like a little dance. You missed your step, you had your chance. Now I know disappointments come and go. You keep looking back, you never get past them, 'cause it's now and then, it's now again. And life is an endless possibility, 'cause it's now and then, it's now again. We're standing on the corner of Was Road and Will Be Highway. I used to think that love was like a little dance, and if you no, I used to think that love was like a photograph, a Kodak moment, good for a laugh. But now I know real love is never just for show. You may lose your lover, but love is never over, 'cause it's now and then, it's now again. And love is a golden opportunity, 'cause it's now and then, it's now again. We're standing on the corner of Was Road and Will Be Highway. One day they'll lay you in your grave and say the words people say. Then they'll all go to some cafe or other. You won't be sipping coffee with Better celebrate some moments now while you can. I used to think the time was like a looking glass. If you could see more future, it looked just like the past. But now I know time is just a river flowing. When one season's done, the next one's begun. 'Cause it's now and then, it's now again. Quit waiting for someday, that never gonna come day. 'Cause it's now and then, it's now again. We're standing on the corner of was road and will be highway, where it's now and then, it's now again. And life could be very extraordinary. 'Cause it's now and then, it's now again. We're all standing on the corner, was road, will be highway, perpetually. And it's now and then, well, it's now again. And it's now again, forever. There.
What's that one called?
Now and then.
Now and then, yeah.
So, back to you, Simon.
Yes, ma'am. Ask me no questions, I won't tell you any lies.
I might.
Now, I was going to say, you mentioned capturing part of a song before, and, just getting that one. I think we have our other member of the party that just joined us to play today. I think Jerome might have joined us just now. Well, this is a song that I like to do. It's a song by a lady named Kath Bloom. Kath Bloom is still with us, but she I don't know if she's recording as much as she used to in the 70s, early 80s. She released a lot of beautiful songs, and this is one of them. This is called "The Breeze My Baby Cries," and we just love this song. So if I may, I'll play this one. I'd like to touch you, but I've forgotten how. And I said I didn't want you, but look at me now. Somewhere in the summer, when we were lying in the grass, the breeze would kill me. The breeze would kill me. I'd like to follow the path that you're on. Something in me is stubborn. I keep going wrong. If you can forgive me now, we'll meet up in another land when the breeze has killed me. The breeze. My baby cries when she's tired. And my puppy howls with the moon. You never can be sure of the people that you know. They don't want to show you their sadness. Well, yesterday I talked with my father. He said that we would never win. It's hard to tell where my father ends and where I begin. Where I begin. So if you see me passing by, please hold me deep in your heart. Remember, I want to help you. I don't want to hurt you. Remember, I want to help you. I don't want to hurt you. So don't tear it apart. Don't tear it apart. My baby cries when she's tired. My puppy howls with the moon.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Such beautiful songs.
Thank
Hi,
you, Connie.
Jerome. We're so happy to
I'm
see you.
so sorry. I was an hour off. I was coming on to test, and then I'm very sorry. I'm late.
Well,
Hi, Jerome.
no harm done, and it's good to see you. But you're up next, so I and we'll
Okay.
just kind of sound check on the fly. If you get a message from Andy, he's an expert, and so you can believe and trust anything that he says about your sound.
Okay.
However,
Can you hear me clearly?
yes.
Okay.
So why don't you tell the folks a little about yourself, including where you are, and play us a song.
Okay. My name's Jerome Rubin, and I'm in Marin County in California, in West Marin. So I live with the redwood trees and red hawks and all kinds of things out here. And tell me about myself. Well, I've been playing music. I've been singing my entire life, and I was that kid that you saw standing up on a chair in a restaurant singing to everybody at 4 years old. So that went on, and now I'm still singing. I'm not 4 anymore, but yeah, I took a good long break. I was working on other things for several years, and I'm fully back into the music again, and I'm beginning. I played a couple Saturdays ago, so I'm calling this phase of my life and this tour that I'm heading out on. If not now, forget about it, because that's the part of life we're at, or I'm at. It's there's no later anymore, no putting it off. So if not now, forget about it. So that's that's part of why I'm here and what's happening. Is that enough?
Beautiful. Couldn't
That's
agree more.
perfect.
Jerome. Couldn't
Yes.
agree more.
And the fact is, it always was that.
It is always that, and
Yeah.
but it is always that, and it's real easy to procrastinate and say I'll do it later and later and later, and next thing you know, decades go by. So
Yeah. And then you're out of here and you never did it.
never did it. So whatever
So-
happens, it doesn't matter. It's the fact of doing it. So I'm out here doing it.
I agree. So sing us a song.
Okay. Well, I heard what you were doing. That was really nice. This I'm going to just do something completely different. Back in the 70s, I was living in Europe for several years and playing over there, and I found myself in the south of France with a beginning jazz book, and I learned a few chords, and then being in the area I felt pretty romantic, and this song came. Under the blue and misty sea, why don't you come swimming with me? You know it's so rightfully so. Come swimming with me whenever I go. Under the sky, moonlit sky, I want to be your lover tonight. Only with you, only with me. Ah, come on, lover, come set me free. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-ba.
How do you get the sound to go on?
Under the stars, blankets of stars, come draw me closer into your arms. I long to be, I long to stay. Come swimming with me, don't go away. Under the blue and misty sea. Ooh, why don't you come swimming with me? You know it's so rightfully so. Come swimming with me whenever I go. Come swimming with me whenever I go. Come swimming with me whenever I go. Ah.
Yes. May I remind everyone, please, to stay muted unless you're the one playing? Okay. So, welcome, Jerome. We're glad you're here. We are going to keep going round and round in that circle, Simon, Jerome, and then me, until they throw us out of here. Which hopefully, since this is my show, no one is going to do. I'm going to do kind of a newish one that my husband's been working with this tango group, and one of the things I'm learning about tango is that it's contagious. So that's where this came from. It was from a prompt, and the prompt was, write a song that's a list. First, make a list, all the qualities you missed on your previous attempts. Then make a plan, all the places that someone like that might frequent. Call all your friends, let them know you're on the mend from your last affair. Consult your horoscope, seize the moment, say a little prayer, and then you wait. You hurry up and wait. Be at the right place at the right time to meet your soulmate. You just wait, gently knocking on the gates of love sublime. It's just a matter of patience and timing in the tango for one. Improve your health, pay attention to yourself, learn a new dance. Go on a trip, give the blues the slip, change your circumstance. Exercise your brain, learn a new language, do something just for fun. Get your fortune told, buy new clothes, you may already have won. Still you wait, you hurry up and wait. Be at the right place at the right time to meet your soulmate. You just wait, gently knocking on the gates of love sublime. It's just a matter of patience and timing in the tango for one. Sooner or later, you're gonna notice a change. Your own company ain't half as bad as they claim, and it's not a cause for shame. You just wait, just hurry up and wait. At the right place, at the right time, you'll meet your soulmate. You just wait, you'll be entering the gates of love sublime. It's just a matter of patience and timing in the tango for one. 'Cause it's all about patience and timing in the tango for one. Thank you.
Lovely.
Thank you.
I'm going to do another song that I wrote recently that is not released. But I would like to say, if people are interested in finding my music online, you can get it. You can stream it on iTunes and Spotify. And if you're interested in buying an album and supporting in a more tangible way and getting some merchandise, you can go to Bandcamp. Bandcamp.com is a really good resource for artists, because we actually receive some of the monetary value of the sale of our work. And you can just search my name, Simon Llewelyn Evans, and Bandcamp will come up inevitably among the search results, and you can get all my work there that I've released. That said, this is a song that is not going to be found anywhere yet except for this recording, which we're doing today. This is called Whispers and Rhymes, and it's a song that's going to be on my next album. And I'm going to take one headphone out. Okay. Sun is out, town is glowing, and I want to talk to you. I just came up the mountain top, and I want to walk down with you. We look down onto the town. The streets are filled with mercy. It's hard to tell, but you can smell the food in Irish Murphy's. You got whispers, and I've got rhymes. You got whispers, and I've got rhymes. Just to be clear, my sisters are here with families in my father's blood. And I walk in with a shit-eating grin, 'cause you're always at my side, my love. Just to be clear, we're all here with songs my mother loves. African dreams, the wind beneath my wings, the wings of a dove. You got whispers, and I've got rhymes. You got whispers, and I've got rhymes. You got whispers, and I've got rhymes.
Lovely.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, good. So, Jerome, you're up next. And we'll cycle that around.
Okay. Well, you gathered many colors as you traveled through your life. You watched white cane surrender to the center of your eye. You stare in a wide-eyed wonder when you hit that bottom floor. Was it all so strange when you hit the stage where you've never been before? Have you ever been folded? Have you ever blown disguise? Have you been folded? Have you touched Well, you entered that club casino. You had a diamond in your ear. You were dressed in Spanish leather, and you thought you were prepared. When that spade queen danced in circles, when you embraced in a silent accord, you would carry her cross. She'd take you out of your place. So you handed over your faith, so sure you had no bluff in sight. When she turned her 5 cards over, all of them were white. Have you been folded? Have you ever blown apart? Have you been folded while clutching your broken heart? That joker laughed in merriment, engraven lines into your face. You turn right, he says left, you turn left, he says right. It's driving you insane. You began to run. At your head was the gun and the clock was ticking loud and near. When the joker sprayed, you were not afraid as everything turned clear. Have you ever been folded? Have you ever lost control? Have you been folded at the border of your soul? Of your soul, border 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 of your soul.
What a wonderful image. Bravo. Yeah. So, I spent some time on the West Coast, about 5 years. Not knowing any better, I chose Los Angeles. And I kind of liked the weather, but I was used to that kind of weather here in Austin. The thing that stopped me on the day that I arrived was that I knew there were mountains over there, but I couldn't see them. Yeah. So this song was about trying to adjust to LA. when those gray skies seem to be falling in, when the hard times get harder and the good times grow thin. Don't let that old rocky road rock you off of your feet. One day you'll be dancing down easy street. You gotta hold on, hold on, 'cause one day you'll have it all. If you hold on, one day you'll be dancing down easy street. Well, too many times your tears rolled by. You've been down too many roads, paved with too many lies and promises dripping gold. Honey sweet, one day you'd be dancing down easy street. You gotta hold on, hold on, 'cause one day you'll have it all. If you hold on, one day you'll be dancing down easy street. Well, somewhere there's rainbows shining in the sky, and those dollar bills, well, they float on down before your eyes. And the last piece of your puzzle will make your life complete. One day you'll be dancing down easy street. So you gotta hold on, hold on, 'cause one day you'll have it all. If you hold on, one day you'll be dancing down easy street. One day you'll be dancing down easy street.
Love that.
Thank
Very,
you.
very optimistic and helpful and feel good movie.
Yeah, I needed a pep talk.
Yeah, it's a good pep talk. Really
Yeah.
good. Nice.
Thanks.
Thank you. I could use that.
Okay.
This next one is called Big Breath. And it was written back about 10 years ago. And it got released a little later. I used to live in the Fiji Islands, and in the Lao group of Fiji Islands. That's kind of out bush in Fiji Island terms. There's over 300 islands, so the Lao group is kind of like out in the country, you know. But I was graced to be able to live there for a good long while and take care of a portion of the island. It was my responsibility, and I wrote a lot of songs whilst in that role, and this was one of them. And the stars in Fiji are very beautiful, and they're much better than watching Netflix. Now I watch Netflix quite a bit these days, but in those days I used to be able to put a blanket out with my now wife and lie under the stars and watch them for hours and not get bored at all. One night I was out there alone and I was looking up at the stars, and they're the southern hemisphere, so you have the Southern Cross, and the Southern Cross means a lot to Australian people like myself, and as we put it on our flag, and I see the Southern Cross there, and I was out there one night and about to head inside, and I spontaneously bowed to the Southern Cross, and I went inside. I was like, what was that? And I just wrote it down. I said, I just bowed to the Southern Cross. I pulled out my songbook and I wrote down, I just bowed to the Southern Cross. There's a song in that. And it turned out to be this song, which is Big Breath. Big breath, home stretch, and I just bowed to the Southern Cross. Before you descend, one last thing to all of my friends who paid the cost. Hey, you over there, so far from here, I call out to the mountain for timing. The greatest of poets, they know how to show it, and they're creeping toward you, Simon. Big breath in, well, it's fit for a king, and I just bow down again to the Southern Cross. There's no endeavor to smile forever, but the kingdom will never be lost. It echoes back, the mountain relaxes, and I take a breath as we take the hill. There's a softness now, I'll show you somehow. There's still so much I wanna tell you now.
Nice.
Thank you.
You know that all the places that you've mentioned that you've lived are all on my bucket list. The only one you've missed so far is I want to go to Bali. But
Oh, I've not been, but many Australians have.
I'm sure because it's right there, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a big, an easy trip to make for a holiday in Australia.
Uh-huh. I'll
We
bet.
went to Bali.
Yeah.
Everyone with a bintang singlet. Bintang is the Balinese beer.
Ah,
Yeah. It's kind
good
of a
to
mark
know.
of
Good to
an
know.
Australian.
I should be prepared before I go.
Yeah, the bintang singlet is something that people do. Yeah.
So, Jerome.
Yeah, I have friends visiting. They came in on Wednesday. They're here for a week. They fly between. They're German, and they're on their way to Tahiti. They were sailing around for I think about 18 years in the South Pacific on a boat. They're living on the boat, doing that. So
Beautiful.
they're on their way back to check it out. Anyway, nice song. A few years ago, every year it is, there's wildfires. And I wrote this song during one of the wildfires. And anyway, it applies to any catastrophic event. The sky is smoky and it's getting real hard to breathe. My throat and eyes are burning from the fire and these dead dry leaves. I have to pack some things and go into the red moonlight. Everybody's going over the hill tonight. The emptiness seems to linger in my heart. This fire all around just tears me apart. Now I have to go where the grass is green, where the air is clean. Everybody's going over the hill tonight. With all I have to do and all I have to say. There's no time to waste, there's no way I can stay. And when I return, there may be nothing here to find. Everything's gone when you leave everything behind. With all I have to lose, there's nothing much to say. There's no time to waste, there's no way I can stay. And when I return, there may be nothing left to find. Everything's gone when you leave everything behind. The sky is smoky and it's getting real hard to breathe. My throat and eyes are burning from the fire and these dead dry leaves. Now I have to pack some things and go into the red moonlight. Everybody's going over the hill tonight. Gotta go, it's a mandatory evacuation. I've gotta go, I have no destination. While my life is turning upside down, I have to leave my home and town. Everybody's going over the hill tonight. Everybody's going over the hill tonight. Everybody's going over the hill Everybody's going over the hill tonight. Everybody's going over the hill tonight.
Wow. So, yeah, I've been thinking about that aspect of our weather changes too, because fire or flood, it's, like you leave knowing that when you come back, there may be nothing there, or people that you knew might be also not there. Very hard time. So the advice to breathe, that's good advice. Take advantage of it while you can.
That's right.
So before I play a song, I wanted to ask this burning question, which is, Simon, where are you going to be next, and where can people find you online?
Okay. Where am I going to be next is probably in the next room having a cuppa with my
I
wife.
mean performing.
Oh, yes, of course. This is the last show I'll be doing this year. We're headed to Australia for by way of Hawaii to visit family, and then we'll be back in the Pacific Northwest in January. And I've already booked some shows for that period, which is January 27th in Bellingham, Washington, at the Firehouse Arts and Events Centre.
Okay.
And then February 4th, which there's a great place here called the Mount Baker Theatre in Bellingham. And they have a place called the Admiralty Lounge, which is a kind of a beautiful old sea shanty, seamen's, like a sailor's rest kind of place that does really well with local music here and touring performers as well. So I'll be playing there on February 4th, and some
online?
other. Sorry.
Where are you online?
Oh, I beg your pardon. Online, mainly on Bandcamp, is a good place to find what I do and where I'm playing. But if you'd like to just email me as well, you can do that simply. I put my email in the chat, and that's the easiest way to get on my mailing list, so that I can touch base with people and follow up. So you just pop me an email and mention that you want to be put on the mailing list for new releases and merchandise and shows, performances, streaming and live in person.
Great.
Yeah.
And Jerome, how about you? Where are you going to be performing next, and where can people find you online?
Well, I think next, I'm setting up a couple house concerts in Los Angeles area. I'm from LA originally, so I agree with what you were saying. That's why I'm up here in the Bay Area. And I'll be performing there a little bit here and there around the Bay Area. And so I'm actually, like I said, I'm working on putting a tour together, and that's all kind of coming together. I know next year I will be the 27th of May. I'm flying to France, and I'll be playing down in the south of France, and then up around in Germany and Berlin and a few places. But it's all being organized now, and I was living there, like I said, I haven't been there in 43 years, and I'm coming back to do concerts, and after 43 years
Wow.
in Europe.
Is that some of the same places you played 43 years ago?
I don't think so. There's some theaters that might be happening, but no. Back then in the 70s, it was in the 70s, there were folk clubs and there was a whole scene, and I was living in Paris for a long time, and then touring around Germany, Holland, Switzerland, Western Europe.
Okay.
So it'll be interesting to go back and see the changes. You know.
And where can people find you online?
Online, right now I just have the YouTube channel, Jerome Rubin Music, and then there's a Facebook, Jerome Rubin Music, and there's a song on Bandcamp, and what do you call it? Spotify. I guess it's on all the streaming. I co-wrote a song with somebody, Chris Elliott, and it's called the Easter Song, and that has been produced, and that's on that's up there somewhere.
Cool. And for me, you can find me at janseides.com. And let's see, the next place that I'll be is all over Austin, because this is the last of these shows, but for the entirety of next month until Christmas, I'll be working with my group, the Austin Carolers, and we will be doing a show at my Sunday performance at a local place here, but I do intend to stream it. So if you want to know more about the Austin Carolers, you can find us at austincarolers.com. And also, if you want to know where we're going to be, if you'd like to find us in Austin, or if you'd like to be present for the streaming of the show, it's December 22nd from 2 to 3 o'clock Central Time. And we'll be doing an hour of holiday music on Zoom. Basically, we'll be doing it in person, and I'll set it up to whatever you call this, broadcast, stream, whatever, on this and on my Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Jan Seides. So either way, you can get to hear some of what the Austin Carolers do, even if you're not in Austin. We tried this last year, and Zoom kind of defeated me by turning off the sound in about the third song in. But I'm going to have somebody manning the fort so that that can't happen again. And that's basically it. And this song was triggered by both of you, I have to say, lying back on the hillside watching the stars, and also by your song, Jerome. Magnetic fields fight their way across the sky and show us brilliant colors, the northern lights, and we are all reminded the beauty we have here, how fortunate we are to have protective atmosphere. And the home we share, the northern lights remind us, has water and air. The northern lights remind us there's no guarantee, there's no guarantee. The northern lights remind us, the northern lights remind us. Celestial looms weave the darkness into lights that dance above the planet to dazzle human eyes, and we are all reminded the beauty we have here, vast eternity, how fortunate we are, however briefly, just to be. And the home we share, the northern lights remind us, has water and air. The northern lights remind us there's no guarantee, there's no guarantee. The northern lights remind us, the northern lights remind us. It's a beautiful and deadly deadly universe, and everything that we hold dear depends on our next choice. For though we send our rockets up to land on planet Mars, or lie back on the hillsides to admire the stars, the northern lights remind us with their shimmering towers how fortunate we are to have this earth of ours. And the home we share, the northern lights remind us, has water and air. The northern lights remind us there's no guarantee, there's no guarantee. The northern lights remind us. The northern lights remind us. The northern lights, the northern lights. The northern lights remind us.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh.
Alright. I was going to tell a joke. I normally tell a joke while I'm tuning. But my wife asked me not to tell any jokes today. That's not a joke, by the way. We tune because we care. This next song was made known to me. Somebody just said, Simon, I like your wife. So do I. This next song was made known to me by my wife's mother's husband. And Vince, if you're here and listening, this is a beautiful song. I believe it's an old traditional song, but it was made known to me by Vince and my friend, and the man who wrote this version is named Dave Van Ronk. This is Green Rocky Road. When I go by Baltimore, be no carpet on my floor. Come along and follow me. There's a man in Galilee. Green rocky road, promenade in green. Tell me, who do you love? Who do you love? See that crow up in the sky? He don't crow, no, he don't fly. He don't walk, no, he don't run. He just flapping into the sun. Singing, green rocky road, promenade in green. Tell me, who do you love? Who do you love? Circle, circle, polka dot, you can't get what you ain't got. Circle, circle, polka dot, just a circle's all you got. Singing, green rocky road, promenade in green. Tell me, who do you love? Who do you love? Ooka-dooka soda cracker, does your mama chew tobacco? If your mama chews tobacco, ooka-dooka-dooka soda cracker. Singing, green rocky road, promenade in green. Tell me, who do you love? Who do you love? When I go by Baltimore, be no carpet on my floor. Come along and follow me, there's a man in Galilee. Singing, green rocky road, promenade in green. Tell me, who do you love? Who do you love? Tell me, who do you love? Who do you love? Tell me, who do you love? Who do you love?
Nice.
Thank you.
That was nice. Should I go? I was going to do a song, and then you sang about the guy in Galilee. I'm thinking if I should. Well, I could do that next. I was doing this thing. I was given a 1-5-6 minor 4-5. Someone said a progression with that, and it's funny when you write, when songs come out. Sometimes you have no clue what's coming out, and then it comes out, and then this has become. It's like a children's song. The other night I sang this song in this concert, and it's an interesting song to do on Zoom right now with us because there's no feedback coming in, but it's a sing-along kind of a song. And maybe I'll try it anyway because it's ridiculous and it's fun. But everybody was singing along with the chorus, and it's I kind of said, okay, can you make the sound of a dog? And everybody started barking. And then, can you make the sound of a cat? And then people were meowing. And I said, and can you make the sound of how you're feeling this week? This was before the election. And of course, everyone went, ah! And I said, all right, you're ready for this song. So this is how this song goes. So I'm thinking that I don't think parents might not like this song with their kids singing on it. Anyway, I woke up late one morning. It was around 1:45. So I ran down to the corner store. I bought a bunch of balloons. They were red, white, and blue and had a thingy I blew in and filled with air. When I stretched that thingy out, a song heard everywhere. And it went, it went, balloon sang its heart out as I did a silly shuffle. I caught the eye of a lass who happened to pass, et voila, we are a couple. We shuffled down the aisles with grins and smiles. The customers cheered or fled when I reached into my kangaroo pocket and I gave my gal a red. And we went, we went, we are a family, a girl and a boy and a big doggy. Everywhere we go we shuffle about. If you're feeling scared and blue, we'll take our balloons out and we all go we all go we all go So I don't know where that came from, but
That's
That
brilliant.
was great.
but the funniest thing was people were just so ready when I said it and we all go, they were screaming at the top of their lungs. It was hysterical.
And chances are good their kids were doing that for days afterwards.
Well, the kids weren't there.
Oh. And
But
we
yeah.
won't be telling them.
Anyway, that's the Red Balloon song. What happened?
I believe it's your turn, Jan. You're muted, by the way.
Muted, Jan.
Parise, as my daughter used to say when she was tiny.
Surprise. I think I'm right that it's your turn.
I'm going to do a love song because it's kind of new and I like it.
Song time.
And also because I don't have any screaming balloon songs. If I had it to do over, a mulligan for all of those mistakes, maybe I would take it slower and think about the reasons I should wait for the other shoe. But then I wouldn't be with you. If I had it to do over, a second chance to turn and walk away from all those careless promises and all the times my trust was betrayed because I didn't have a clue. But then I wouldn't be with you. You are the reason I still believe. A guardian angel watches over me. So if I had it to do over, possibility that few receive, I might be lying here tonight and dreaming dreaming dreams that probably would never come true. So I wouldn't follow through because then I wouldn't be with you. Oh,
Very beautiful.
thank you.
This is an
So
interesting
now it
format.
really is your turn.
Yes. Well, I guess I'll do a little love song too that's been written quite recently. This one is very special to my wife and I. It was written quite easily too, which is always nice when you don't have to work too hard on them. It came out of a conversation, and I wrote down my wife's response, and that was part of the chorus. I asked her, why did she fall for a fool like me? And she said, obviously it was a lapse in my better judgment. So this is called Obviously. There's something nice about disguising sorrow. There's something good about the food we eat. There's something sweet in how we greet tomorrow, and the certainty that you will be here with me. Oh, tell me why you listen to a silly fool like me. Don't you see I'll always be a child? And Lord above, we fell in love. Well, obviously it was a lapse in my better judgment. She smiled. Now I write songs, so I belong to something. My biggest fan, you hold my hand inside. But when we dance, we could dance to nothing. The whole wide world becomes our lullaby. Oh, tell me why you listen to a silly fool like me. Don't you see I'll always be a child? And Lord above, we fell in love. Well, obviously it was a lapse in my better judgment. She smiled. And Lord above, we fell in love. It was a lapse in my better judgment. She smiled.
That was beautiful.
Thank you.
That was gorgeous.
Thank you very much.
That was really. I love that where you went with that in that melody. Beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah, it's definitely going to be on the next recording, that one.
That's a good one.
Thank you.
Well, since we're doing love songs, it's been hard loving you. You make me cry. Seen through illusions, blew my disguise. It's been hard loving you. It's been hard loving me. Now your hard love is setting me free. In days gone by, when life seemed so complete, you reached into my soul and pulled me from the deep with a breath so wide and a heart so true. It's been hard, so hard loving you. I used to have easy love, so simple and so kind. Brought me to the end of the day, to the end of the line. That easy love was leading me blind, leading me blind. I was lost out on that empty highway. I didn't know it. My mind and eyes were tightly closed, as was the door. When you gently took my hand, ooh, my heart did follow. As you led me from that distant shore. It's been hard loving you. Ah, you know me so well. You brought me to heaven from hell. It's been hard loving you. It's been hard loving me. Now your hard love is setting me free. I used to have easy love, so simple and so kind. Brought me to the end of the day. You brought me into the night. And while that easy love was leading me blind, your hard love was taking me, shaking and breaking me. A hard love that seemed so pre-designed. Yes, your hard love is taking me, shaking and waking me. Your hard love was so hard to find. Yes, your hard love was so hard to find.
Wow. So I am going to change the subject pretty radically, actually.
Do it.
Yeah.
So I love writing from prompts, and during the pandemic, I sought out everyone who might give me prompts to write from. And I have books full of prompts to write from. But I was part of this group when it turned into the Year of the Tiger. And so the prompt, of course, was tiger. But I am congenitally unable to do what's expected of me. So this song is what came out. I hear you cheering for me out there. I know I'm elegant and rare, and I think I am showing admirable restraint. Yes, I am. Fancy Dan there, his name is Roy. He's treating me like I'm some kind of toy, and I'm being practically a saint. See how his partner struts and prances. That Siegfried thinks he's quite the dancer, but really, I'm the star of this show, which I know you know. Still, I guess I've got it good. 3 squares and a roof, so I guess I can put up with that fool and his stupid megaphone. But sometimes I dream of India, and I'm lying in the sun beside the sea. Life was harder then, it was harder then. But I was free. What's that fool Roy doing now? I think he's trying to get me to growl and give these folks a thrill for their applause. Just because I think I'll give him a little slap, just an eensy-teensy little love tap, not enough to hurt, just to remind him who's boss. Because last night I dreamed of India. I was lying in the sun beside the sea. Life was harder then, it was harder then. Yeah, but I was free. I didn't mean to hurt him. He's such a little squirt. But when the crowd began to scream, well, it was totally worth it. Because last night I dreamed of India. There I was, beside the sea. Life was harder then, it was harder then. Yeah, so I was free. Thank you. It's not a love song. So we are embarking on our last round as of now.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for having me, Jan.
My
pleasure. Thank you for joining me, Jerome. Absolute pleasure. It's wonderful to be here. This final song from me is a new one that I've written that'll also be on the next album. And it's called Crowning Glory. cloud of joy, and a little boy, a child, as I was. Magic words around my voice, like a good woman's love. God Almighty, I'm stepping lightly. You know where to find me, wherever I may rise, wherever I may rise, wherever I may rise. Crowning glory and another story, a child as you were. Magic words around your voice, like a hummingbird. Now that I'm safe, you can turn the page, the fire will rage. Wherever you may rise, wherever you may rise, wherever you may rise. Thank you
Beautiful,
kindly.
Simon.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Trying to think of a song to end by. Well, you're gonna do a last song, right, Jan? Good. Okay. So you bring it back up again. This is kind of a song. It's called "The Tempter," and it's written from the perspective, kind of the tempter, of what we're dealing with these days, or living in this world here. It's a kind of a cross between the Music Man and Faust or something. Come sit right here in number 2, you do not have to think. I'll provide your food and lodge and serve you up a drink. Come sit right here beside me. Do not hesitate, your journey always starts on time. Your arrival is never late. Your bus is air conditioned, comfort so sublime. The weather's neither hot nor cold, everything here is so divine. All you do is close your eyes, sit back and relax. I'll fill every desire you ever wish, no questions will you ask. As I will guide for you, I will provide for you, I will decide for you. I'll even drive your car for you. I'll fill your pockets to the stars with diamonds and gold. Build a castle on a mountaintop with furnishings of of old. You can live like prince and princess in a life like a dream. I'll guide you to your very soul in a life of luxury. I'll guide for you. I will decide for you. I'll provide for you. I'll even cook for you. Choice of a lifetime, you must be on this bus. It's only fools who stay behind, losers, jokers, clowns, and such. Don't hesitate, this choice of a lifetime, you must be on this bus. It's only fools who stay behind, losers, jokers, clowns, losers, jokers, clowns. Losers, jokers, clowns, and such.
Wow, Jerome. That was an amazing song. So, since we've dealt with the darkness, I'm going to throw in a little light. Before I do, if you want to be on the mailing list for these shows or for information about the Austin Carolers, you can either email me at jan@janseides.com, or you can drop your email in the chat. Just let me know that's what you're doing it for. I want to thank Simon Evans and Jerome Rubin for sharing this stage with me. It's been a fabulous afternoon. Thank you so much. And I hope you won't be a stranger hereafter. Every lesson you learned is gold. Every scar where you healed is strong. You may once or twice have been broken, but you've done nothing wrong. Every outcome that didn't match all your plans and all your dreams, all that beauty you think you lack, is ablaze for all to see. 'Cause your light shines through, your light shines through. It's what makes you you. And the cracks are there, so your light shines. Your light shines. There's a Japanese art form called kintsugi, and it has a lot to do with the balance of everything, really, called wabi-sabi. And the idea is if something breaks, you can put it back together again, like a vase or any piece of pottery. You can put it back together again with gold-infused glue, and it ends up being even more beautiful than it was when it was new. And that was coupled in my idea for this song with Leonard Cohen, There's a Crack in Everything, that's how the light gets in. But I feel like it's also how the light gets out. Every obstacle in your path, every trial you rose above, all the faults that you think you have, well, they are why you are loved. 'Cause your light shines through, your light shines through. It's what makes you you, and the cracks are there, so your light shines, your light shines. It's true, you are not perfect, but no one is perfect, and that matters so much less than you'd expect. 'Cause your light shines through, your light shines through. It's what makes you you, and the cracks are there, so your light shines, your light shines, your light shines through, your light shines through. It's what makes you you, and the cracks are there, so your light shines, your light shines through. Thank you so much for being here, for playing, Simon. Thank you, Jerome.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
and thank you, all our listeners. Can we all uncloak to say goodbye? Just hit that old video button so, you know. Hey, Janet. Janet is here from about 30 minutes north of Tel Aviv. Hey, Harry. Hello, John. Anyone else? Marvelous. Hi. It's been lovely singing for you, and we're delighted that you came. I'm going to have to find the settings that block your video if you don't have it on so that we can tell who's here and who we're singing to. And even better, if you turn the video on, then we can sing directly to your face. So, thank you all for being here. I'm going to stop the stream now. Thanks to everyone who joined us on Facebook. I really appreciate it. We'll see you next time. And stop the recording.